Okay, so this is just a short tutorial on the quadratic equation as we've done in class, so hopefully this might jog a few memories if you've forgotten. So we have the equation x squared plus 6x plus 8 equals 0, and they want to know what the value of x is. So x can have one value, two values, or no values. So the first thing we do is we find out the A, the B and the C values. So remember that the generic formula for the quadratic equation is ax squared plus bx plus c. So this is where we get the A, B and C values from. So A is the number of x squareds. Now we can see that there's just the 1. So A is 1. B is the number of x's, so we have 6. Excuse me. And C is the number at the end, which is 8. So we can see here now we have our values. A is 1, B is 6, C is 8. So now all we do is we substitute this in. So x equals minus b. Now b is 6, but it says minus b. So this would be minus 6 plus or minus the root of b squared. So b is 6, so we need to square this, minus 4 times a, which is 1, times c, which is 8. And this will all be over 2 lots of a. So 2 lots of 1 is 2. So we can see now that all the letters have disappeared and we just have numbers. Now we just concentrate on what's happening in the root. So x equals minus 6 plus or minus the root of 6 squared. Now 6 squared is 36. Now 4 times 1 is 4, and 4 eighths are 32. So we subtract 32. And this is still all over 2. Not just the root, all over 2. So we now have x equals minus 6 plus or minus the root of 36 minus 32, which is 4, and again is all over 2. So the last part of this, x equals minus 6 plus or minus, now the root of 4 is 2. A common mistake people will make is just pull the 4 out of the root sign. You need to find the root number, so the root of 4 is 2. Now all of this is 2 over 2. And this 2 is still plus or minus. This decides whether we get 1, 2 or no results. So we're now at the point where we get 2 answers. So x equals now minus 6. Now if I take plus 2 and put this over 2, this will give me minus 6 plus 2 is minus 4 over 2, and you should know that that cancels to minus 2. So that's one value for x. And then we have the second part, x equals minus 6, this time minus 2 over 2. So we need a final answer. So minus 6 minus 2 is minus 8. over 2. Now minus 6 minus 2, the two minuses cannot touch one another, so this stays as a minus. If you think of temperature, if you are at minus 6 degrees and the temperature drops another 2 degrees, it gets colder, so it goes to minus 8. So again, you should know that this cancels, and so we get our answer, minus 4. So x equals minus 2 and x equals minus 4. So if we were to put this on a graph, and we drew the graph like this, sorry it's a bit rough but it'll give you an idea. Here the graph is cutting at minus 2, and here the graph is cutting at minus 4. This is what this means. The solutions are where the graph cuts the x-axis. Okay, so I hope this has helped. Now you need to practice.